sounding like, hello.
Anyhow,
Second time.
this is our Q&A video.
Okay, first question. When did you start making bits and brow bands from Sinead Brady?
I made the account in November. So yeah, like 10 weeks.
Okay. What is your most craziest day at the barn from heart_and_hooves?
Well,
Okay. Well, this is this really weird one time when basically the owner of our barn had gone out just for a short amount of time and she was coming back, but because I was the oldest there, I was in charge just to make sure everyone was doing everything they should be, doing yard duties, stuff like that. Then these two girls had an argument, and then there's like train tracks by the back of our barn because we're like in the middle of the city.
yeah.
And she was standing by the train tracks and she said she was gonna kill herself, and I had no clue what to do. So yeah, that was a crazy day. It was. What was your inspiration to ride horses from Queen of Florida?
I didn't really have an inspiration. I just like started when I was younger, and then I wanted to like do it again, start again. So I did.
I just loved horses and just decided that I was going to go for it and ride. Yep. Did you ever fall off your horse from Kayla_Burrows 12?
Yeah.
Many
I
times.
fell off Bobby 4 times.
These aren't our horses, but we ride them as well.
Yeah. Bobby 4 times. Coco twice. Maisie once. Bess once. And Bella once. So 9 times I fell off.
I fell off Bobby 3 times. Bella once. Maisie twice. Coco twice. So 8 times. How old were you when you started riding from Ann_Supanic? I was 4 years old.
I rode for like a few months when I was like 9-ish, I think. 9, 10. Then I started riding again, not last year, like the year before, but like the end of the other year. Yeah. That's
amazing. Scariest thing you've ever done with your horse? I haven't done anything that scary because I don't know, I'm not like that. Whereas Abby you can tell them.
Some people probably won't think it's like that scary,
But it is if you.
It's not.
It is.
There's this horse at our stables
Called Twiggy.
Yeah, she's like 16.2 hands high, thoroughbred mare.
Oops. Yeah. Carry on.
And basically, everyone like stays away from her because she like kicks and bites and she's mental.
Yeah.
And she can't really be ridden apart from by our trainer, instructor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's crawled underneath her and sat underneath her, like, yeah. And everyone was just like,
"Whoa, Abby, what are you doing?"
Yeah. And yeah. I don't know if you can see. That's Twiggy. Yeah. Do we have like a photo of her when she was like? Yeah. So she's quite big. 16.2 hands, and she's sat underneath. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I didn't do much bad, scary things. First time riding your horse. I can't remember riding Maisie for the first time. I can't remember when I did and what it was like.
Bess, I pretty much rode her like the first time. Yeah, I only like, I probably rode her like a month and a bit after I started riding her, like after I started riding at the yard, because I was like one of the only people that rode her. And yeah, so yeah, I just used to ride her like every week.
Okay. What do you hope to do in the future as an equestrian?
Have a loan.
Yeah.
Well, or like have my
I
own
would like to
horse.
own or loan, and then probably just continue riding.
Yeah.
Those were from Gonzalez _ 3111. Okay. Why did you start your account?
I don't know. What was the question?
Why did you start?
Why? Because I was bored and
We always kind of wanted to.
yeah, and then I just like started mine.
She
When-
made the account first.
I made the account when I was like ill and bored, and I just and then she like asked me to be in it. So yeah,
Asked me to be in it.
no, asked me to
Put you. Not me.
make her like
Yeah.
an
And
owner.
yeah. Because I really wanted to. When did you start your account? 12th of November.
Yeah,
What was the purpose of your account?
just because we like wanted to have an account.
Just for our pictures.
Yeah, to
Because
show our pictures. Because
we never
they're
thought
fabulous.
we wasn't like, because we want to be famous, like followers like Lacey, or we just did it because we needed somewhere to put our photos. Pretty much. Yeah. Those are from Lacey _ and Des. Best memory riding from Jump That Jump 1.
Probably
We have the same one.
the time when we had the lesson, and it was just us two and our friend, and we done jumping bareback.
In the
and I was
summer.
I was on Bess,
I was on Coco.
and yeah, that was a good lesson.
One word to describe your pony and why.
Lame,
Lame.
because they're both lame at the moment.
Yeah. But I think they're quite similar personality-wise.
Yeah, because you never know.
They're both unpredictable.
Yeah, like you never know what they're gonna do, because some lessons Bess can be like really good, easy horse. Then other lessons she can just be like, she won't go into canter. And she hardly ever goes into canter anyway.
And then she
But,
canted
like-
off a bit. I was like, what?
Or she does go into canter and she won't stop, so she like bolts off and
She never bolted off. She just wouldn't slow down.
and she bolted off with my friend and threw her into the fence. So
That was we never gave a, oh, we said unpredictable, but for Maisie I think misunderstood would be a good word, because everyone kind of is a bit scared of her because she's a very excitable bucky horse that bucks all the time. So people ride her for the first time and get like a bit like scared and then don't go near her again. But I think she doesn't mean it, so she's like, what was the word?
unpredictable.
No, not unpredictable. Misunderstood.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. What happened on your worst fall?
I was jumping Bess. We were playing Chase Me Charlie.
If you don't know
If
what
you
that is.
If you don't know what that is, it's like you have like you start really like low
And then
jumps,
you go.
and everyone goes round, and then after everyone's gone, you like higher it up, and the first person to fall off like is out, and then it's whoever jumps the highest without falling off, and then so I was doing that with Bess, and we had like the owner's daughter, and she
She was like, do 3 foot, do 3 foot.
yeah, so Bess can't jump that well because she has like she broke her leg, so she got like a metal.
A few years ago.
Yeah, this was
we
like
she
2
didn't
years
just break leg, we got on her.
Yeah, this was like 4 years ago. So yeah, and she has like a metal plate in her leg. This is my arm, not my leg. A metal plate in her leg, so she like so it's okay, but she can't jump that high. And then she was trying to make us jump 3 foot. So I was going to trot her over it. Because, I just was. And then she was like, just before I got up to it, she was like, kick her on into canter. So I did. So I kicked her on. Then she went over it. And didn't stop. And then she tripped over it. So I fell off and like fell under her. And yeah.
Well, we had like a jumping lesson.
The one where you fell through the pole.
I've had two. Yeah, but that wasn't that bad. This one was bad because I didn't. Yeah, this one was because basically, we started off. We didn't play Chase Me Charlie. We just started off with some small jumps and we was going to get bigger throughout the lesson. And I don't know. Yeah, I've said before that Maisie jumps really, really big. Like over trotting poles, she leaps over them because she gets too excited and just bucks and jumps really high. So we was like jumping something which wasn't even like
Classed as a jump.
It couldn't even be like, yeah, it was something like 1 foot something. It was teensy tiny. And she jumped 3 foot. I'm not even joking. I'm not even kidding. She jumped 3 foot into the air and I just went, phew, and I flew off her, like, and I just splattered on the floor and I hurt my arm. But I got back on and I fell off again because she did the same thing again. If you had a foal, what colour would it be and what would you call it and why?
I like buckskins
And me.
and paints. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I like scribbles.
And
And
I'm not sure.
And appies.
Appies.
And I'd call it, I don't know what to call it.
I have no idea what I'd call it.
Same.
Depends what it looked like. It'd have to like suit its name. I have a really weird neck.
What pace do you prefer, canter or gallop? From all those questions were from Harriet Clemens.
Canter, because we haven't galloped, but like on Rosa, she like bolted off and done like a really fast canter, and I was like, I didn't really like that going that fast because I don't feel like you can control the horse as well, and it's just too fast and yeah.
I like canter as well because yes, we haven't galloped yet, and because basically YOLO. Where do you see yourself in